This is Mille Petrozza of Kreator, and you're watching The Age of Metal.
Hello everyone, this is Miguel with The Age of Metal, and I'm here with Mille Petrozza from Kreator.
Yes.
I always wonder, is the last name Italian?
Stronzo, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Italian, half Italian.
Half Italian, half German.
Yes.
Well, Kreator, you guys, this is, I would think we were expecting you last year around here. I don't know what happened, but unfortunately we didn't get to see you last year. You toured the United States last year with Acept, and now again, how this tour is compared with the last one?
It's better. I'd say that the crowd fits a lot better to Overkill fans are also mostly Kreator fans, and vice versa. So it's a fresh metal night, and that people really come to the shows. It's really always packed. It's really cool, and always a great atmosphere. Always many people come into every show, and it's like it's a good tour. It's definitely a good tour. Yeah.
Well, the end of this tour, one thing that caught my attention includes 2 dates in New York.
Yes.
Is this something special prepared for those 2 days, or it just came out randomly?
Yeah, we booked those. Usually, both bands play the Nokia Theater, which is like a 2,000 capacity, and this time we booked like a little smaller place, but 2 nights.
Okay.
So to make it a more intimate
with the fans.
Yeah. And it's a good club. I heard it's a nice club, so it's something that we wanted to try, both bands.
All right, Kreator has been on the road for a while now, and early this year you guys visit China. How the experiences compare, or the fans in China are compared with the ones in America and in Europe?
The Chinese scene is still on the rise. Like that stuff still over there still has to build up a little bit.
Okay.
It's not quite there yet when it comes to. I mean, the organization was really good, but I mean, I think the scene needs some time to develop. But we had a great show there.
You guys didn't have any problem with censorship or something like that?
No. That's in the past. Okay. Fortunately, I've heard bands that had problems though, but we didn't run into any.
Good. That's good to hear. Now, after this tour, Kreator will go down south on the border in South America.
Yes.
What are your expectations for that tour down there, and what is your favorite country, or what is the country that you're expecting to see the most in South America?
I can't say I like this place better than the other one.
Yeah.
Otherwise, the people. Let's say I say Chile. The people in Mexico are gonna kill me.
Okay.
If I say Argentina, the people in Peru
Chile.
are gonna, or Chile, whatever. It's like so. I like South America. I like North America. I like the whole world, man.
But some crowds
we know that it's gonna be mayhem when we go there.
Awesome.
It's gonna be great, because every time we went to South America, it was always like
packed.
It was packed, and of course it's. People are very enthusiastic, I'm not saying that people in other places of the world are not enthusiastic, but those people they live for metal.
They live and breathe metal, definitely we do. Now, Phantom Antichrist, latest album of Kreator, was considered by many media as album of the year, including us. In your opinion, do you think this album, or why this album was more successful than anything that you guys have done in the last decade? compare with, among media and among fans?
I think it's because people get the idea that, and they get when they hear Phantom Antichrist, they can feel that we took a lot of effort. It took us a lot of work and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. We put our hearts into this, and we wanted to make an album that's not only thrash metal from the beginning to the end. We wanted to go make it like an emotional roller coaster almost, and I think that caught a lot of people's attention. It's a thrash metal record, 100%, but it's not your typical thrash metal record. It's in my opinion, it's very unique. It sounds like no other album that Kreator has ever done or any other band has ever done. So I'd say people realize that, and I appreciate the fact that the people were so just as enthusiastic as we were. You never know, you think as a band, you always think, I hope I've done, you always try to do 150%. You always try to give your best, and you never know how the people react. But we kind of get the idea, when we kind of know how our fans click and how we click, and I think if we like something and we really enjoy the music, playing live or playing in the rehearsal room or playing in the studio, we get an idea whether or not the people are gonna like it or not, And there's also a couple of more experimental songs on the album, which I think loosens up a little bit. And so, like I said, it's a very, to me, it's also the best album. Yes, definitely.
Now, what happened on Phantom Antichrist that didn't happen on Hordes of Chaos?
Hordes of Chaos has a different approach. It's more raw. Phantom Antichrist is more produced. Hordes of Chaos, we went in and played live, created a live atmosphere. And this time we also used a little bit of live. We did live recordings, but only kept the bass and the drums. On Hordes of Chaos, there was we kept the whole rhythm section, also both guitars. And this time it's a more produced album. It's more, we put a lot of more thought into each individual part. Thanks to our producer Jens Bogren, Jens is really made everything even more musical and even more intense and even more strong, And he came up with this great ideas. When he heard a part, he made it perfect, Whereas when we played it, sometimes it felt like, when we just written a part, when you just written a riff or something, it always sounds a little stiff, and he loosened us up a lot in the studio by the way he worked,
Definitely, the album was so impacting from the beginning. It was really, really different. Now, you record Dying Alive on your hometown in Essen, Germany.
Yeah.
How was the experience of recording on, you get to see old friend Essen?
Oberhausen. It's very close to, Oberhausen's place is very close to Essen. It's like 20 minutes. So it's kind of like...
How was the experience of seeing old friends, old fans? How was the experience of recording a live DVD in your hometown?
That was great. There was a lot of anticipation and there was this certain.
Were you nervous?
Nervous would be the wrong word. I wanted to make the recording. I wanted to go the recording to go smooth, and work out the way we had it all in our minds. But you never know what's happening. But we knew that the show's going to be sold out, and we knew that there's going to be many people there from all over Germany, and even from Holland, Belgium. A lot of people came from different countries also. And it was a big party. It was really cool. It's really cool. So our fans really, the DVD is only that good in my opinion because the fans are really great. The fans just destroyed the fucking place. It was good. And that, for that matter, if you don't get that on a DVD becomes boring. If you have a dead audience on a DVD, it's like, So it's like, to me, the real like the main actors in this, or whatever, the main characters on this DVD are the fans, not the band.
Gotcha. Now, the following question is probably something you have here before, and it's something that pretty much American and Latin American audience want to always dream to have. Is the Teutonic Four on tour. I know. Kreator, Destruction, Sodom, and Tankard. How are the real chances to have that at least once?
To be honest with you, I mean, it's not up to me. I'd do it. In a heartbeat, I'd be there. But then there's like 4 different booking agents, 4 different managements, 4 different opinions. It was up to me, we would have done it already.
Yeah.
But I'm not the only one involved, so I can only wait for everyone to be ready. And if I have to wait another couple of years, maybe I'll do it, but there will be a time when I'm going to leave me alone with this. So those guys should. I mean, we're all friends. We're all friends. But there's always like our schedules are never right. It's never right, and we've tried it so many times. We've tried so many times, and we had a lot of nice offers to go to nice places, but it never happened. So I don't really believe in it anymore. And on the other hand, I'd love it to happen for the fans.
Yes.
But I don't depend my life on it. It's not like something that I have to do. I can tour with other bands if they don't want to, you know what I mean? But I'd love to do the tour with you guys. You're also good friends. It would be a blast. We would have a blast.
I think it happened at the festival, right? Last year.
One time. But that was great because people from all over the world came, but it was raining like hell. And there was this storm in Germany at that exact day with a lot of almost flooding in the whole city away. And it's like, and we're in the middle of it, I mean, the other bands were a little more lucky. They played in front of like not so heavy rain. We played during the like, it was almost a hailstorm. It was really really bad.
All right. Well, Kreator has been inspiration for many thrash metal bands, and one of the main inspiration for the new wave of thrash metal bands like Warbringer and Havoc, Lost Society, Striker from Canada, Forearm from Australia. All over the world, this kind of like new thrash metal movement is coming up. What are your thoughts on that movement, especially with this kind of diverse bands that want to carry the flags of thrash metal?
I just met the guys from Lost Society. They remind me of myself just a couple of years earlier. They're just great guys, funny guys, and they're really like enthusiastic about the music. It's about the love. It's about the love of music. It's about being able to share the music with the fans and make every concert a big event and believe in this art form. In my opinion, it's an art, and I think a lot of those bands have great sounds. Some of them have okay songs, but I'm still waiting for the, let's say, Master Puppet Raining Blood of the new generation.
Oh, you know what I mean? In your opinion, haven't come out yet?
Not yet, but I still have a lot of hope that that's gonna happen, and that's gonna be great, and then I'm gonna be like, yeah.
Well, let's hope that some band come up and do that and create that kind of album. Now, one thing that always puzzles me about artists is what they listen on the road. What do you have in your iPod, in your MP3 player? Do you have any new bands that you listen currently, or bands that you...
I can show you. I usually when I'm on I show you. This is what I have.
So we have Amon Amarth,
Black Sabbath, Casper.
You like the new Black Sabbath?
Yeah, great. It's the new one. Casper, this is a German artist. Crystal Castle is electronic music. Daft Punk, that's what I run to. Dagobert is a German band. Editors, you know them? Ghost, Cold Trap, Heaven Shall Burn, and Solitude. All. Lana Del Rey is my favorite. You probably would have half of this on your iPod as well, right?
Yeah, some of them. Watain, I have Watain and Solitude. Now, this is quite soon, but are you guys writing right now, or just touring and just no plans for a new album yet, or will be waiting?
I wish I would have more plans for a new album, but we have so much touring coming up. We have We just got an offer in for we might go to Australia, we might go to Israel next year, we might go to Asia. Then we might come back to US again, you know. I don't know. I mean, in the US you can always go on tour, you know, and so you have to constantly tour in the US.
Definitely, Australia has become like the new land of hope of metal because many bands are going all down there.
Yeah. And we will go there, hopefully with Death Angel in the beginning of the year, and it looks very good. And then the festival season will start, and then it's always already half the year is already over again. But I have a plan for next year. I want to record a demo tape with at least 5 to 7 songs.
Okay,
that's my plan. That's my schedule, kind of. But I cannot just sit down and write if I'm not inspired. Okay. So all the songs might suck, you know. Then I wait another year and write a new 7 other songs.
Okay.
It's a long process, man. It's painful also, because sometimes you get like a great idea and it doesn't work, then you just take one riff and make a whole new song all around it. And to me, it's also very, very hard to find themes to write about. You know, I mean, we wrote this whole album about the Phantom Antichrist. You know, like the world being controlled by this evil force, whatever, and it's a metaphor. You know, talking about what the government is doing to
governments and media,
everything.
Internet, everything.
Yes. So
control.
Yeah, and what's gonna be next? What are you gonna do next? Now, you know, since we released Phantom Antichrist, we had the NSA. You know, we had the one guy getting arrested, and then, you know, like had to hide in Russia, whatever. Snowden.
Yeah.
And we had all these tragic, in my opinion, events happening, and it's kind of like, well, it's not that I think I did predict it or something, but it's just this is like this mind frame, like I've written about this, you know, so I have to move off and I have to find something, you know, I have to find some more topics. What would you say? Like, what should
well,
we write?
I mean, that's Satan, pretty much maybe? Like no. I think the Satan part is really really overdone.
Yeah.
Right,
depending on how you do it. I mean, I think ghosts are doing it very funny. It's they put a new edge. Satan is also not interesting for me. I love Satan, but
not anymore. People's not drawn to it anymore.
But Satan is always a good.
Yeah. Well, Mille, thank you very much for taking the time to speak here with us at the H Metal, and looking forward for the show tonight. Actually, it's going to be my first Kreator show.
Oh, come on!
Yes.
Oh no!
And definitely looking forward to it. Congratulations on a great album. Oh. I really love it from the beginning, and I mean, like, we put it together, and when we at the end of last year come across with what album it should be, and the definitive answer was Kreator Phantom Antichrist.
Right on!
Thank you very much for a great album.
Thank you. Thank you very much, man.